Good day, everyone. This is Teacher Aya. Today, I would like to share the different sources of information. As students, most of the time you are tasked to gather a lot of information about various topics. That's why it is important that you know where to get information. There are various sources of information that you may use in finding significant details and data that can be used in your daily life. There are so many platforms that are readily available for everyone. This can be the television, radio, your books of course, newspaper, magazines, and even when you listen to speeches of certain personalities, you can gather information. You should be familiar with the different types of sources. There are three types of sources: primary, secondary, and tertiary. These classifications are based on the originality of the material and the proximity of the source or origin. Let's talk about primary source first. It is information that is shown for the first time or original materials on which other research is based. It is characterized as authentic, wherein the origin is supported by unquestionable evidence. It is real, genuine, and original. It is not subjected to evaluation or assessment. It is of first-hand information. And it is written at a certain time, or created at the time under study. Samples of primary sources are speeches, video recordings, photographs, public documents like our birth certificates, communication like letters, diaries, journals that we write, and of course the newspaper or magazine which portray information from eyewitnesses. The next one is a secondary source of information. It provides information, discussion, or interpretation of the evidence. It could be an interpretation or analysis of the primary source. It is an information written by authors who do not personally witness the event or action. So if it is a news report, it could be a report given based on the story told by another person who claims to have witnessed the event. Samples of these are commentaries, critics, usually what we hear from radio or what we see on television about politics most of the time, evaluations, history, what we read from our books, and journals and magazines which are not portraying information from eyewitnesses. The last one is the tertiary source of information. Basically, it is the collection of primary and secondary sources. It abstracts, organizes, compiles, or digests other sources. Some tertiary sources are not credited to a particular author. Samples of tertiary sources are bibliographies, directories, dictionary, almanac, abstracts, indices, encyclopedias, and databases. Some reference materials or textbooks are considered tertiary source when their chief purpose is to list, summarize, or simply repackage ideas or other information. Now that you know the classification of sources, you should also learn to identify the characteristics of the information that you have gathered or that you will gather. There are 6 important characteristics in our list. Accuracy is the first first one. Information should be reliable, useful, free from flaws, and of high quality. The information is correct and without any mistake. Number 2 is completeness. Information should provide all needed details. It should answer the WH questions that readers might ask, like what, who, when, where, why, and how. The third one is timeliness. Information should be up to date for it to be considered accurate and useful. Sometimes, information changes. What is true now may not be true after a day or two. So in gathering information, make sure that you get the most recent facts about the topic or subject at hand. Fourth, consistency. Information should be consistent for it to be considered accurate and useful. Information written or said about the topic should agree and not contrast each other. The fifth one is relevance. Information should suit the demands, needs, and interests of the readers. It should be a data which is applicable to the situation or problem at hand and can help solve a problem or contribute to a solution. Last but not the least is uniqueness. Information should be distinct, something unusual or extraordinary, one that others don't usually share about the topic at hand. Basically, these are the things that you should know about information and the various sources that we have. Next time you are tasked to gather information, try remembering these 6 characteristics and you will be able to give a really great paper for your output. Hope you have learned something from this video. That would be all. Have a good day.